How was the toothbrush made? What if you were asked to use tree twigs, animal bones, or bird feathers to clean your teeth? Sounds ridiculous, right? Well, these were some of the things in ancient times to clean teeth. In fact, it was in 1780 when the first modern toothbrush was invented by William Addis in England. So, how were people cleaning their teeth before the modern toothbrush was made? I mean, how effective can a tree twig be in giving you a sparkling smile? Let's travel back in time and explore the exciting history of the toothbrush. Research shows that before the modern toothbrush was invented, people used several kinds of creative tools to clean their teeth. Archaeologists have discovered tree twigs, bird feathers, animal bones, and even porcupine quills that were used for oral hygiene in ancient times. Today, it feels almost impossible to believe these items were used for such a purpose. Just think about it for a moment. How would you get rid of the smell and bacteria in your mouth with a few strokes of a feather or twig? But things were actually like that. The predecessor of the toothbrush was called a chew stick. These were simple twigs with one frayed end for brushing teeth, while the other end worked as a toothpick. People started using them a long time ago. The first chew sticks were found in Sumer, a region in southern Mesopotamia around 3500 BC. They were also discovered in an ancient Egyptian tomb from 3000 BC, and even mentioned in Chinese records from 1600 BC. If we talk about the Greeks and Romans, they kept their teeth clean by using toothpicks. Over time, similar toothpick-like twigs were also found in tombs from the Qin dynasty in ancient China. And you know what? Even today, chew sticks are still used in some parts of the world. For example, in Africa and the rural southern United States, you can still find people using them. And in the Islamic world, there is a thing called miswak. It's a type of chewing stick that has been used since the 7th century. Muslims use it because of two reasons. 1, it's good for cleaning teeth. 2, it's seen as a religious practice. They often use it during wudu before prayers, which happen 5 times a day. In India, people used to brush their teeth with twigs from the neem tree. They called them datun. Neem has special properties that help clean and heal, keeping the mouth healthy. Even though most people in India now use modern toothbrushes, some still use neem twigs in villages or traditional settings. Fast forward to the 15th century, and the world saw the Chinese invent the first natural bristle toothbrush. They took bristles from a pig's neck and attached them to handles made of either bone or bamboo. This clever invention eventually made its way to Europe, but there people made some changes. Instead of pig bristles, they used horsehairs, which were softer and gentler on the gums. Some even tried using feathers for brushing. At this point, toothbrushes had a brush head and handle, but they still lacked the familiar shape and form we use today. Now, here's the exciting story of our modern toothbrush. It all began in 1780 in the UK, thanks to a man named William Addis. But you'll be surprised to know the actual story behind this invention. Back in 1770, Addis found himself in jail for causing a riot. While imprisoned, he noticed that cleaning his teeth with a rag, soot, and salt was far from effective. Determined to find a better solution, he used his time to devise a new idea. After all, what can a man do behind bars when he's bored? So, one day after saving a small bone from a meal, he drilled tiny holes into it. Then he somehow convinced a prison guard to give him tufts of bristles. Addis carefully pushed the bristles through the holes and secured them with glue, creating a primitive yet functional toothbrush. After his release, he didn't forget his invention. Seeing the potential, he began manufacturing toothbrushes on a larger scale. This venture turned into an incredible success, making Addis a wealthy man. His toothbrush business stayed in the family for generations, eventually becoming the company we know today as Wisdom Toothbrushes. Even now, it produces an astounding 70 million toothbrushes each year in the UK. By 1840, Addis's innovation sparked a revolution, leading to the mass production of toothbrushes in countries like Britain, France, Germany, and Japan. Back then, pig bristles were commonly used for cheaper brushes, while the finer, more expensive models were crafted with badger hair. Another interesting thing to note here is that mass production of toothbrushes in the United States didn't actually begin until 1885. The early toothbrushes featured an improved design with a bone handle that had holes drilled into it to hold Siberian boar hair bristles. However, as clever as it was, using animal bristle had its downsides. For example, it trapped bacteria, didn't dry out well, and had a frustrating habit of falling out. Alongside bone, some handles were often crafted from wood or even ivory. Surprisingly, brushing teeth wasn't a common habit in the US until after World War II, when American soldiers were required to clean their teeth daily as part of their military hygiene routine. This practice eventually became a widespread habit back home, forever changing oral care in America. Now that's something most of you might not have expected. Anyways, in the 1900s, toothbrushes took a major step forward in innovation and design. Bone handles were gradually replaced with celluloid, which was a more durable and modern material for the time. Then came an exciting breakthrough in 1938, when DuPont introduced synthetic nylon fibers. These new nylon bristles were a game changer. They were stronger, cleaner, and far less prone to shedding compared to animal hair. Finally, on February 24, 1938, the very first toothbrush with nylon yarn bristles hit the shelves, transforming oral hygiene forever. But the advancements didn't stop there. By 1954, the world saw the invention of the first electric toothbrush, the Broxident, in Switzerland, adding even more convenience to daily brushing routines. By the time the 21st century rolled around, nylon had become the go-to material for both bristles and handles, which were now commonly made from thermoplastic materials. Oh, I forgot to tell you that a year later, after the first toothbrush with nylon yarn bristles hit the shelves, the very first electric toothbrush was invented in 1939. However, it wasn't until 1960 that the first electric toothbrush became widely used in the United States. This innovation made brushing easier and more effective for many people. So, what do we have today? Toothbrushes have come a long way. Now you can find both manual and electric toothbrushes in all kinds of shapes and sizes. Most are made with plastic handles and nylon bristles, just like before, but they're way more advanced. Dentists and researchers can even study which toothbrush designs work best for keeping your teeth and gums healthy. The newest toothbrushes are designed to make brushing as easy and comfy as possible. They have straight, angled, curved, or contoured handles. Some even come with soft rubber grips to keep them from slipping out of your hand. As you can see, today we have really good toothbrushes. But still, you'd probably seen a lot of people with yellowish or damaged teeth. The truth is, having a great toothbrush is only part of keeping your teeth healthy. Knowing how to use it matters just as much. So, I'm going to give you a few helpful tips that I've researched to make sure you're getting the most out of your toothbrush. First of all, you'll have to place your toothbrush at a 45-degree angle along your gum line. From there, gently move the brush in a small circular motion and repeat this for each tooth. Don't forget to give the inside surfaces of your teeth some love too. Use the same back and forth motion to clean these areas. Then move on to the top or chewing surfaces of each tooth and brush them well. Next, use the tip of your toothbrush to reach behind each tooth. Make sure to brush both the front and back, as well as the top and bottom, using up and down strokes. And here's something a lot of people skip. Lightly brush your tongue. This helps get rid of bacteria that can cause bad breath. Honestly, it feels a bit weird at first, but you'll get used to it. After brushing, spit out any extra toothpaste, but don't rinse your mouth right away. Rinsing immediately can wash away the fluoride in your toothpaste, making it less effective at protecting your teeth. This is a big one, so try to remember it. So, this was everything you needed to know about the history of toothbrushes. From ancient civilization using twigs and bones to modern-day electric toothbrushes with advanced designs. There's definitely been a lot of progress in the world of oral hygiene. After all, taking care of our teeth is important not just for a bright smile, but also for overall health. Let us know in the comments below which toothbrush innovation surprised you the most. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.